Question 22 asks us to find x in each of the following. In A, we have 2 to the power of 10 times 2 to the power of x equals 4 to the power of 5. So let's start by simplifying this left side of the equation. We have two numbers with the same base, and they're multiplied by each other, so that means that we can add their exponents and simplify this to 2 to the power of 10 plus x, and that equals 4 to the power of 5. And now what we want to do is, because we have only one term on either side of the equation, we want to get the base of these two numbers to be the same. And that means that we can just equate each of the exponents on either side, because those will have to be equal if the bases are the same. So on the left, the way we do that is by recognizing that 4 can be expressed as 2 to the power of 2. It's the same as 4. So we can say that this is 2 to the power of 2 to the power of 5. And now, because we have 2 to the power of 2 to the power of 5, we can just multiply these exponents. So we have 2 to the power of 10 on this side. So 2 to the power of 10 plus x equals 2 to the power of 10. So that means that 10 plus x has to equal 10. And if you subtract 10 on both sides of the equation, what you get is that x is equal to 0. So x equals 0 is the answer to part A. In part B, what we have is 3 over 4 to the power of x equals 1 7/9. And the first thing we want to do in this case is to change this mixed fraction into an improper fraction. Because again, basically what we want to do is get the bases the same so that we can say that the exponents are equal. So changing 1 7/9 to an improper fraction, 1 times 9 is 9, plus 7 is 16, so that's the same as 16 over 9. All right, so looking at this, how can we make these bases the same? Well, we can see that we can write 9 as 3 to the power of 2. We can write 16 as 4 to the power of 2, but these are in opposite spots. So the first thing we want to do is flip this fraction. And the way we do that is by putting it to the exponent of -1. So 16 over 9 is the same as 9 over 16 to the power of -1, because a negative exponent is basically just the reciprocal of the base to the power of that exponent. So 1 is going to just make this 9 over 16. Okay, so that's a good start. Now, like we said, we can express 9 as with a base of 3 as 3 to the power of 2, and 16 with a base of 4 as 4 to the power of 2. And this is still all to the power of -1. And so now, because we have the same exponent here on the 3 and the 4, and this is just being divided, we can take this exponent out to the outside. So this is the same as 3 over 4 to the power of 2, and to the power of -1 is still out here. So with those exponents, we just multiply them. So we have 3 over 4, 2 times -1 is -2. Okay, so now we have the same base here, and that means that the exponents have to be equal. So we have x equals -2. And so we found x. X equals -2 is the answer to part B.